Good afternoon. My name is Rob Argue of New Outdoors. If you haven't heard yet, New Outdoors is going to be a YouTube-based television show where we're focusing on providing educational content for new people wanting to get into hunting, fishing, and other outdoor-related activities. My background is basically as a conservation officer. I was a CO for 20 years with the Ontario government and then the Canadian federal government. I graduated as a fish and wildlife technician, so most of my adult life, really all of my adult life, has been involved with wildlife management, law enforcement, protecting hunting and fishing, those activities. And then I also did a stint as, for almost 4 years, I was the Director of Operations and Outreach for the Quality Deer Management Association of Canada. So throughout, like I say, my entire adult life, starting from college up until this point, everything has been resource-based. I actually left the government because I had bought my first of 2 hunting and fishing lodges as well in Quebec. So with the formal sort of government training, a lot of the courses, I was a firearms instructor with the government. We coordinated a bunch of youth hunting events. Again, always fish and wildlife studies in the background, resource protection in the background. I also always had sort of an entrepreneurial spirit where I wanted to guide, I wanted to operate a lodge. During that same time, I also owned an archery company for 7 years called Gobble and Grunt Archery. So that mix of sort of formal experience plus retail plus sales, guiding, it's all come together to bring me to this point where through the clients that I have often now, I see people that want to learn to get into the outdoors, but they don't have those mentors. They don't have the experienced relatives or friends to take them out and show them the ropes. So the whole idea of New Outdoors is to fill that void. Is I want to create an educational series showcasing exactly what I do on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis at the lodges, preparing for clients, guiding them for turkey, bear, deer, moose, fishing as well. Really, what I do in a season, we cover so many aspects with so many new people, and there's so many questions that come up that are often the same questions. I thought this is the best way to get that information out to the masses, to the general public. And by using YouTube, it's obviously an internationally based platform, so there's no restrictions. I thought about doing in-person classes, but why only educate 12 people at a time where this has the potential of educating thousands of people at a time? So with New Outdoors, that's the general idea. Is we want to provide an educational platform featuring what I do as a hunting guide and a lodge owner, preparing for the seasons, and we're going to talk everything through. It's going to be a running commentary basically of when to move, when to lift your gun, when to take the safety off. It's going to be very, very safety oriented, so that those new hunters, if they're not getting it from the mentor sitting next to them, they're going to hear it on our show, and they're going to hear it in every episode over and over and over again. So we're going to drill home those firearm safety rules, positive hunting ethics, legal hunting practices, ethical hunting practices. All those things are going to come together to hopefully try to produce that next generation of legal, ethical, and safe and responsible outdoorsmen and women. So in order to do that, obviously, I'm reaching out now to corporate partners. We're hoping to find industry partners that would be interested in supporting us in this venture. Obviously, the more resources we have to work with, the more footage we can film, higher quality footage we can film, higher quality editing to have a better final product. So I truly believe that the content itself is going to do the job and speak for itself. But really my goal is to provide a very high-end, finished, polished-looking product, so it's that much more appealing to a wider audience of people. And so the advantage, obviously, as a corporate partner with our show is that we're dealing with a brand new market. These are people wanting to get into the outdoors. They want to know what to buy, how much, different brands, advantages, disadvantages, and we want to be there to help guide them through that process as well. We want to make sure that it's affordable, so no matter what price point people are coming in at, we can get them outside, and we're going to help sort of lead them through product choices, selection, how much they should buy, and when. So for you as the corporate partner, your brand is going to be visible on our show, and then we are also going to be ambassadors for you and your product to this entire new market. Secondly, I own basically 2 lodges, three different hunting and fishing operations in eastern Canada. So I have almost 60,000 acres of exclusive rights land to use. So as you'll see in the package that's going to be attached to this video, we have several different levels of corporate participation, and in return for that, you're going to see there's different sort of options there, where we're inviting you either for a 5-day fishing trip for certain numbers of people. We're also opening up our area for basically filming opportunities. So if you have new products that you want to showcase, again, with our land, it's quiet, it's undisturbed, there's nobody else around. We have accommodations that we can provide. So we're hoping to work together with you that if you have a new product that you want to film and launch, we can do that here. We can film examples. Anyway, we have the area to film some beautiful footage of you using your products. And then again, as a return, there's also the opportunity to come and fish at my locations, which again I think is mutually beneficial, where we'll be able to film each other and again just take that footage and help support you and your business as well as us at New Outdoors. So. And I'll leave it at that. It's dragging on long enough, but I certainly appreciate your time and listening. I would encourage you strongly to check out our website at newoutdoors.net. Of course, we're going to be visible on Facebook and Instagram. Just look up New Outdoors. And if you have any questions or you'd like to speak any further, I would love to hear from you. My personal cell phone is 613-285-7555. And of course, you can also, again, find us online and send an email. So thanks again very much for your time. This has been Rob Argue from New Outdoors. All the best.